Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and a build finale of Polar Lights Batman's Batcycle with Robin detachable go-kart. This was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Other than just some little, people things that I got into, this kit went together really well. And no, Robin's cape is not orange. It is bright yellow. First thing, let me talk about the kit itself. The go-kart and the motorcycle went together fairly straightforward. No problems at all. Robin went together pretty straightforward. Batman, on the other hand, he didn't want to line up too well with the bike. So I had to do some bending and filling and gluing, and unfortunately, he is now part of the motorcycle. But it's no problem because that's the way I would have displayed it anyhow. But his arms did not want to line up, and his knees had the hugest of gaposises in them that you would have ever wanted to see. So a lot of putty, filling, painting, filling again, sanding. But it all came out pretty darn good, and you can see the cycle and everything came out great. Yes, I remembered I painted the scallops, and I painted the red in the back, and all that. I did know these were called exhausts, but I couldn't figure out what they were supposed to exhaust to. So I still have no idea. Decals went on pretty good. For old decals, no problem. They really didn't want to come off the paper too well. I had to soak them for quite a while. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is now you can see what I was talking about by those scallops compared to the scallops that would have been on if I painted it that way. And I like the way this looks better. It seems like it flows more with the spirit of the bike. So, yeah, I know it's wrong, but I like it better, so I went ahead and did it. The only thing I did extra to this kit is I added decals because I could still call this box stock, even though I added a few decals. That's supposedly still okay. The rest of the decals, I put some decals in there. You'll never see them. For Robin, he's got some gauges too. But again, this was a fun build. I don't know. His eyes are a little white and a little big, but not a whole lot of detail in his face. But he came out great. There's a shadow. That's light hitting that. That's not white there. He came out great. The glass went on pretty darn good. Everything really went together well, except for, like I said, Batman. Not a whole lot to talk about the finale of this kit, other than how happy I am with it, and I'm really glad to get this in the collection with my TV and movie pieces. But the thing that I'm really jazzed about, everything on this, like I was saying in the last video, was painted with Kaleido paints. And what I said I did, and I have it copied now because I forgot it at work. I forgot to send it to myself because I did this at lunch at work. But what I did is, let me bring you the computer here. I told ChatGPT to give me the Kaleido colors that would work with the Polar Lights Batcycle. And this is what they gave me. And I copied them and saved them to Word just so I had the document, because I had to be able to send it to myself. And I also needed to be able to do it offline. But this is just copied and pasted right to the Word. It started out with the Batman, and it gave some pretty good pictures of Batman and Robin to go by, where to paint what and all that. But then it came down and it gave me the actual what to paint and what Kaleido numbers to use. And I used everything as ChatGPT said, just because when I started, I'm like, yeah, these are really close. And I just kept rolling out with it. And I'm telling you, they are just dead on. So if anybody wants these colors and the color match, the only thing I did do is with the flesh colors, I I added just a tiniest bit of red to the flesh. It was just too pale, even for Robin, who really always looked like he needed to get out in the sun. But, I mean, for like screen accurate combo, it told me exactly what to use. So it was really cool. Here's the, red or bright red. I use the bright red on his tunic and all that, and I can pull him off. I don't know how to do a split screen, but I'm going to switch it back to the camera here, if I can get my mouse to work. You can see the colors, and that, I'm telling you, that cape is yellow. But the colors look really good. Even his flesh color looks a little orangey. I hope you'll be able to see that better in the video. I'll do a music video at the end, just a real quick one. But again, the Kaleido paints, or what ChatGPT said to use for the Kaleido paints, was flipping dead on. So I couldn't be any happier than that. And like I said, I did a lot of brush painting to this. And yes, you can brush paint with the Kaleido paints. I put a drop or two in a water bottle cap. That's why I told everybody I really needed these. And I got stuff falling all over the place here. And it really worked out well. And I was, I put a drop in. I'd let it sit for maybe a half a minute just to kind of thicken up just the tiniest of bits. And brush painted on there really well. To be honest with you, it brush painted on there, I think, better than a lot of my Tamiya paints do. Especially for like the flesh colors. The brown on the hair and things like that, I was able to really cut a nice line because it was thinner. I was able to use a thinner brush and be able to come up and just, boom, cut all these in. All the gloves were painted by hand. Robin, geez, I painted his shirt. The only thing I airbrushed on Robin, I think, is his cape. Same with Batman. His cape was airbrushed on. I did airbrush his boots and stuff like that, but by the time I got to put him all together and sand down the putty, he was pretty much all hand painted. But it worked out very good. So yes, these airbrush paints, if you just take your time and have a good sharp brush, they will paint up extremely well. So I'm really happy with how that all worked out. And now Batman, his, I don't know, leotards or whatever you call them, whatever he wore, they were calling for like a gray color. And when I went to first do everything, I just sprayed it all with my my Kaleido gray primer. I let that sit. I started messing around with the blue, and I'm thinking, well, holy paint, Batman, that's the right color. So this is all just primer. No clear coat on anything, just paint. I wish I could have clear coated the decal sections, but I already had everything glued together, and I already had the glass on it, and I knew if I tried to spray that clear, that glass would have fogged up. So I'm going to have to eat that. I could probably brush it on, but I don't know. I like the way it looks the way it is now. I don't want that super glossy, and that's why I held off on doing that anyhow. But I mean, here it is. It went together great. What a fun kit. If you all see this, let me back you up a little bit. If y'all see this at a show or anything like that, jump on it. Because it's a nice, like this took me maybe a week and a half to do, and it was a good just mind dump. It's box stock. I was going to add lines to it and everything, but I decided I'm just going to go box stock. I haven't done a box stock kit for a while. So I finally got one that I can take to a show and lay in the box stock area. I am going to be doing another box stock one coming up here real short. But that's down the road, and that one's going to have some cool stuff that we're going to try new with it too. So keep an eye out for my next video, because it's going to have a lot to it. But with this one, how about if we thank Gallery for everything they've done? If you want to get anything, the Kaleido paints, the airbrushes, or anything like that, use Grandpa Mark in the coupon code, and it'll get you 10% off of your order, including sale items and everything at once. We will have a music video to the end of this. Let's not forget about our second annual breast cancer awareness 24-hour group build with Jason, Bruce, myself, and Lennis. 24 hours starting October 10th, or I'm sorry, October 17th, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's a ways down the road. Save your coffee money. One cup of coffee a week. You can put in the donations, and we hit $2,000 in donations by midnight. I'm shaving half my head. If we get 3,000 before 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to leave it that way for a week. So jump in the store, grab some merch. All the merch money goes to the 24-hour group build. All the merch money that I get goes to that. Let's not forget about our active duty members, our veterans, and our first responders for putting it out there every single day. I salute you and thank you very much. Now let's go to the music video. Thank you all for watching. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow.